Step one of our 5-step guide begins with defining the gap. Now, what I mean by that is that the very best of the best, those that have masterfully timed their exit from this industry very, very early on, well before they actually intended to sell, they begin defining the gap between where they are today and their available strategic options, which would include their value and the likely structures that the market can make available for their business, against their desired future state. And that means the value of their company, the lifestyle that they want to live, and basically how they want to live and give. That's really what they get dialed in on. And so in our guide, what we're trying to do is let's start beginning to ask those questions and getting answers for the things that we can actually control. So on the quantitative type things, you need to get an understanding of the value of your company today, the range of offers that the business would likely attract. What would that do for you? And what is it not doing for you? I think that's really what we're trying to get at. And then what would be an ideal outcome, something that you can work towards? Once we kind of understand the difference between that, that's going to kind of set up the stage for us to develop a roadmap, which we'll do in our second step here in a moment. But these questions to ask during this period are critical. So the very best of the best, they don't stop there. They want to understand, like they want to imagine who would I be giving to? Why would I be giving to these people? What is the amount of money? What is the type of lifestyle that I want to live and why? These are conversations that they might have with their spouse, trusted advisors, people at their table that they care about. And because when they have this type of background information around that decision, it helps to anchor the future activities that will ultimately dictate a tremendous amount of influence over what this is going to look like. So we define that gap by getting to the value, understanding where the gap is, where they like the business to be in the future, understanding where is their lifestyle now versus what they would like it to be. And then more importantly, bringing in the right advisors to help put some meat around that. So wealth advisors that can help you understand, okay, what do you actually, if you want to experience this, how do you reverse engineer a valuation from a business sale so that you actually will experience that? Once you equip yourself with this amount of data, it actually becomes just math at that point to help reverse engineer what that outcome needs to look like. And it makes things much more simple versus the alternative, which is just kind of, hey, we're going to grow for the sake of growing. The very best of the best don't function like that. They put the math to work and they get on an actual roadmap to do that. So once you ask these questions, you put the color, you put the passion around what you're going to do. That is step one of getting you on the path to having tremendous influence in mastering the timing of a business sale.